The fans are making noise here in San Francisco for their Warriors. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Here's Siakam. Nembhard sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Butler. Right side Curry. Four on the shot clock. Basket counts.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
And it's Indiana's ball. Halliburton with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Halliburton, that's good.
Now that was nasty. Absolutely nasty. Halliburton looking like a street baller. With that kind of dribble move, major handles.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet. Talk about self-service. Halliburton doing it all by himself that time.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Back to Halliburton. Floats it up there for Siakam. It's stolen by Kuminga. Deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Butler. Good D by Siakam.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Pass to Nesmith. Nembhard with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Moody with it. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Indiana leading by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And Siakam throws it down.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Outside for Curry. And they get it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Curry's got 5 points so far.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Now Turner. Siakam, right side. Nice defense from Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 5. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So it's the Warriors now. Back to Butler. Now here's Curry. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. It could go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 5. And don't go away.
The Pacers, 12.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a wide open look for Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Inside. Clock at 4. The tray. The Pacers pull it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Halliburton with it. Butler covering. Siakam, a good look. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
To the middle. Poke loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Here we go, 1-on-1. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Back to Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Halliburton missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pacers leading by 9. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Back to Curry.
2 minutes.
This one for 3. Curry from 3.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Halliburton outside. Here's Nesmith. They get it back. Outside for Halliburton. .132 left to play here in the second quarter. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 8. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And this is Jimmy's sweet spot. He loves finding room to shoot that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Nesmith. Indiana moving the ball over. Turner for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Misses the 3. Pacers leading by 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now McConnell. And it's Bryant in the corner. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
3-pointer.
Bryant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Curry. Pass to post. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That one goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. They set the screen. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Pass to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shepard. Outside Bryant. And here's McConnell, the 11-footer, and again it's Indiana. Warriors trailed by 10. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
There's a screen by Bryant. Just 3 to shoot. Offline with his 3. Here's Post. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana leading by 7. Mathurin attacking. Down low. Shepard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. A shot by McConnell, no good. Drives to the hoop. And he makes that one.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Here's McConnell. And no good that time. Warriors trail by 5. And they're on the break. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. It up here. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. At the top of the key, Nembhard. Driving to the basket. He gets it in there. Nembhard's got 7 points in the game.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin, nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
To the hoop, Butler. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Boy, if you want to stop Jimmy Butler, you got to bring all-out effort. This guy loves to compete.
Halliburton with it. Butler covering. Pass to Nembhard. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Turner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
On the wing, Turner. Back to Halliburton. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Siakam. from the arc. And Tyrese Halliburton heads from deep. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
All Halliburton needs is a little dancing room. Once the screen provides that, he's ready to roll.
Here's Butler. Pacers with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's up a 3. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Count the basket. And it's a 12-point Indiana lead.
You know, to me, this is what you love seeing from Turner. The willingness to give the ball up and get his guys going.
Count it.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Nembhard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can.
The Pacers, 45.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Puts up a deep 3. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Indiana leading by 13. Takes a step back. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. Nembhard's shot is good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Tries to save it. Nembhard with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Turner. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Hey, that was an announcement dunk from Turner there. Going up with force and throwing that thing down.
Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Fires it up. Kept alive. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it, because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Back to Curry. Right side, Kuminga. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Butler. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Indiana leading by 17. Pass to Toppin. Turner for 3. Nesmith with the ball. Turner with the screen. Fires for 3. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Outside for Halliburton. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. And Draymond Green gets the 3.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
And Toppin throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Over in the corner, Turner. It's stolen by Green. On the wing. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Pass to Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And the Pacers lead by 17.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And that one's good by Butler.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pacers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Tyrese Haliburton.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Second shot opportunity, and it's Curry laying it in.
Draymond Green, so smart as a player. He'll exploit those gaps in the defense.
Turner with the screen. Haliburton with it. Now Green defending. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Down low, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're...
We'll see the Indiana Pacers facing the Golden State Warriors. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now here's Haliburton. Going inside. Pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Curry. It's stolen by Haliburton. They get it back. Outside Nesmith. Back to Haliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Tries again. The shot misses. Green with the defensive effort. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Here's Turner. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Outside Butler. Over to the wing. And here's Kuminga for three. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Halliburton to the right side. To the paint. Pass to Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Shot is good by Curry.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fired three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Green. Back to Curry. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. There's Nesmith with a three. The Warriors pull it in. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton. As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Pass to Turner. Fires it from 18. And it falls all over the rim and in. Turner's got 6 points.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And here's Curry for three. Gets the three ball to go. 18 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. Outside Kuminga. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
This is how competitive Curry is. You got a great competitive spirit. You drain a three on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now Curry. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. More 2K. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Trailing by 5. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you.
Get the feeling Butler was ready to let that one fly before the ball got to him.
Now here's Halliburton. 10 points for him. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Here's Turner. They break out 5-on-3. Curry with it. He's got 21. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. And that one good. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here's Curry. And he's going for the lob. Jackson Davis misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Curry. Finished off the break. Curry's got 23 points.
Can't lose sight of Curry on the break. That's when he strikes. He has fantastic awareness.
Pass to Siakam. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Post. Right side, Kuminga. To the inside, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Inside. And Siakam with the slam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Here's Butler.
What you say?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on now.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got...
Oh, my!
I mean, just hard on that one, B.A. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
On the wing, Curry. He's got 26. To the middle. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Turner. Jumps up. And then Siakam with the jam.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Outside Curry. Halliburton with the steal. Here's Nembhard. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. The Warriors lead by 10. Here's Curry. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. 2 on the clock. Butler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Butler's got 11 points.
Look, he's not the bulkiest guy in terms of his frame, but Butler is really fearless and plays with great confidence and toughness, and it's hard to stop him because of that.
Here's Nesmith. Second shot opportunity, and a nice layup by Turner. 10 points for him.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunity.
Right wing. Back to Curry. Pass to Hield. Down low. Second chance shot. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Inside. Here's Siakam. Misses the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Pass to post. Launches it. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pacers trail by 15. Left side, Nesmith. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach will prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Santos can't get it to go. And here's Indiana now. Here's Nesmith. Off target from the wing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Now Curry. He's got 31. Kuminga with it. And Walker picks him up defensively. The kick out. Curry drops in the three. Curry's got 34.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Outside Walker. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Back to Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Curry looking it over. There's a screen. Here's Santos. Back to Curry. Here's the three. Walker pulls down the board. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 16-point game. And Nesmith gets it to go.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Kuminga. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to post. Hield for three. Counted from distance. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
Almost looks effortless, but Hield has worked hard to build those efficient mechanics.
Siakam, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's Hield missing. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Nice shot by Walker. Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here's Curry for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. And he's hit 8 threes. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 11. Halliburton outside. Puts up a three. The Warriors pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Green, a screen. To the inside. The kick out, Curry. Right side, Moody. Hield on the wing. Nembhard with it. And it's Hield picking him up. Here's Siakam. Outside Walker. Walker draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Back to Siakam. Takes a three. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 11. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. In transition. Here's Walker. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The kick out, Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 37.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
On the wing, Nembhard. Haliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Moody. 4 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Siakam for 3. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Yeah, a guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Green. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
These kinds of buckets are what get Green hyped up. He takes a lot of pride and pleasure in cooking the defense.
Haliburton, no good. The Warriors lead by 13. Let's go with a 3. Curry's shot is off. And Haliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And it's Mathurin missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Pacers trail by 13. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Moody. For 3, Mathurin. Indiana again missing. Now here's Curry. Outside heel. Back to Curry. Outside heel. Launches it from deep. Here's Butler. Pass to Curry. They set a pick. And here is Green. Walker covering. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Haliburton. And then Siakam with the jam.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. From outside the arc. Fires in the triple. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Team foul.
Here's Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Warriors.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Haliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Haliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Pass to Green. Outside Moody. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Haliburton goes for 3. Mathurin. And Indiana misses again. The 3 from Curry. Misses. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And it's the Pistons to start out. Here's Cunningham. All sorts of time. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the...
Oh, man!
Oh!
Finding a way through. Contact comes Simon's way, and he just avoids it.
Harris on the wing. Pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. Harris a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. And stolen by Hardaway. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Outside Hardaway. And he drives in. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Simons. Nifty move. Thompson with a steal. Now Harris. From behind the arc. Kept alive. This one for 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Portland trailing here. Here's Sharp. Hardaway grabs the board.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break. And he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton just up over the top of his size to throw that one down.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Kamari, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Duren. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Outside Sharp. There's the drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Pass to Ayton. Simons outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Duren. The layup off target. Here's Kamari. Pass to Avdia. No good. Misses at the buzzer. It's all tied up in Portland. And back to the start of the
Pistons.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Back to Thibault. Simons outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Sharp. That shot missing. Nice D from Thompson. And here they come. And here's Cunningham outside. Knocks down the long J. Cunningham's got 8.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Duren, no good. There's Simons with a 3. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Thompson outside. Out to Harris. From outside the arc. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Up top, Grant. Pass to Klingon. Henderson with it. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Ausar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Ausar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Whoa! Scoot! What a move!
Now Cunningham. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. Down low. And Harris throws it down.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
.133 left to play in the first half. Stolen by Thompson. For the finish. And Harris throws it down.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
The drive by Henderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Henderson's gotten 4 this quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
To the paint. Grant outside. From the arc. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 4. Ivy goes in, and he jams it home with authority.
And this is what makes Ivy special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
Outside Thibault. Here's the 3. Gets a second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Cunningham. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Pretty nice release from Cade Cunningham that time. Soft touch and arc on that ball.
That's tipped. Outside Walker. On the take. Outside for Henderson. Shot clock at 6. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. And here's Ivy from the arc. Portland with a rebound. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Simons. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pistons on top, up 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end of Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
Pass to Klingon. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Klingen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Schroeder. And it's rejected.
Grant's got some bursts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Pass to Simons. Here's Klingen. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. And here's the fast break.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Walker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Tim Hardaway. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not.
Here's Schroeder. He's scoreless. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
And here's Grant from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
Stewart outside. Ivy with the ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
And he sinks the second. Portland trailing here. Williams on the wing. Avdia outside. Williams with the screen for the tie. Avdia can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Outside Thibault. Driving in. The kick out to Williams. Ayton in the high post. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Ayton's got 6.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits, unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. And here's Schroeder. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Back to Ayton for the lead. Holland with the rebound. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Avdia from outside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Ivy up top. He's got 10. Pass to Stewart. The three is up. Williams grabs the board.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Simons with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. And it's Simons penetrating. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
And Simons doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
16 seconds left in the third. Schroeder. Stolen by Ayton. Jumps up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
The Pistons, 39.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And the Pistons with possession here. 4-point game. Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Outside, Williams. Out left to the wing. From downtown. Kamari, no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Thompson attacking. And the slam dunk by Thompson. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Here's Simons.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
For three, here's Harris. Harris on the wing. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Off the inbound pass. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. Double clutches. And he lays it in. And now a 3-point Detroit lead. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Back to Sharp. Clock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharp. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Down the lineup for your Trailblazers. Number 4, Matisse.
Detroit leading by 3. Thompson with a screen. Out to the right wing. Portland with a rebound. Pass to Kamari. Back to Simons. And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. Now Thompson. Now here's Harris. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Graham, right side. He takes it in. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Beasley outside. Shoots. Thybulle with the board.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Oh, stolen by Harris. And pushing it up Detroit. The Pistons again on the move. And here's Cunningham outside. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. And the Pistons lead by 6. Thybulle on the wing. We've got 1:23 left in the final quarter. On the wing, Simon. Sinks it from distance.
And Simon's saying, bring it on. I got this and more.
On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer. Avdia pulls it in. And it's Simons with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Kamari. Outside for Grant. Outside Thybulle. Pass to Simons. 4 on the clock. Here's Grant. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Sideline and hear from Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. And now the Pistons in transition.
Get up to throw down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Grant. Puts it up. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Trailblazers foul. Robert Williams. First personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
As of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
So it's Detroit picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can...
Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Allen's shot is off. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Pass to Caruso. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ball's knocked loose. Back to Beal. Now, here's Bull. Just 5 on the clock. Count it.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Booker outside. With the fadeaway. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game amongst the
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren can't hit. On the wing, Booker. Over in the corner, Allen. Outside Durant. Booker with no one around. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Gilgeous-Alexander gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. In the corner, Bull with it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And here's Booker from the arc.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And that ties it up.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
The wide open look for Durant. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Oklahoma City now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. His team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. He said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions for him, so we have to do our best to chase him around, and the rotations have to be on point. It's going to take all 5 guys to try and stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Holmgren wide open. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
A nice shot by Katie.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Hole with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Hits the outside fadeaway. Booker's got 5 now.
Making room for himself. Booker using the pick and roll to great effect.
And Ball sends it back. Down low. Kicks it out to Booker. Screen by Ball. Got it up. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
To the middle. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And the shot no good, a bit short. Suns leading by 5. On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his team. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside, KD. Pass to Booker. And here is Beal. He's looking for Ball and finds him. There's the pick. Unloads from 13. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Holmgren the screen. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Booker with it. He's got 8. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A wide open look here for Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
First person to foul. First team foul. Suns
Phoenix with the ball. Durant in the corner. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Shoots the three. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. The Thunder with another miss. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
.50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Williams gets the bucket. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Durant gets double teamed. Pass to Bull. Poke loose. 5 to shoot. Caruso with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Suns trail by 4. Booker outside. The fader. The Thunder pull it in. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. 1 second left. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder ending the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And here's Booker from the arc. From deep. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. He gets that one. Booker's got 10 points in the game. The Thunder with the lead. Over in the corner, Dort. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Pass to Hartenstein. A three-pointer, no good. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Booker, right side. All sorts of time. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Left side, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. 90 seconds now into the second half. And he converts the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Fades and shoots. The offensive rebound. Now here's Allen. Wants to get it to Booker and does. And that one is hammered home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside, Dort. No good on the three. Here's Iguodala. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Thunder made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The three from KD. It's not going to go for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Caruso with the steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Beal defending. Caruso, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Durant deciding where to go with it. For 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. High speed that time from Wiggins.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score.
For 3, Booker. And he stays with it. Shoots over Caruso. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Kept alive. Outside for Beal. And the 3 ball is good. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Pass to Hartenstein. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, KD. Booker in the corner. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
To the inside. Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the floor.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. And here's KD for three. He's off from three. 3/4 of play in a close game here.
The Suns, 38.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here now the Thunder, a 2-point game. Williams attacking, and the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's Bull, top of the key. Nobody near Allen. Buries it from 3-point range. Allen's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix. Williams inside. And he goes right over Mason Plumlee and slams it down. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
For three, Booker connects from 3-point range.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Outside, Dort. Back to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Just 3 to shoot. Over Plumlee. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Allen left side. Tries again. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Here's Wallace. And Bull sends it back. Fast break, here come the Suns. Good chance here for Booker. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 3. Pull up Jay. Joe can't get it to go. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. Holmgren in the corner. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Outside, KD. Takes the three. Pass to Plumlee. Holmgren comes with the double team. Beal from long range. Another three for Phoenix.
Playing with fire there. Beal barely beats the buzzer.
Over in the corner, Caruso. Uncovered. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Phoenix making a change. They're trailing by 5. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Outside, KD. To the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Here's Williams. Count! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Now Booker. Pass to Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Frames it from downtown.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Suns. Taken away by Williams.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Outside, Dort. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Booker. Takes a 3. No good there. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Here we go. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Whose bat is that?
Pass to Caruso. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jalen Green.
Really good, ferocious defense from Gilgeous-Alexander to knock it loose.
Pass to Williams. Fires the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Smith outside. The screen from Thompson. Smith wide open. He fires. And the jumper falls for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, the Rockets pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Nobody near Williams. It's good from long range.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Now, here's Thompson. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Smith. From deep three-point land. That shot off.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Williams for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Green. Here's Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Holmgren.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Thunder lead by 12. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Rockets trailed by 12. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Caruso. And the Thunder, another three.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
that level.
It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple. New York as the Knicks play one at home. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Hart. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now here's Brunson. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball.
Brunson sizing up the defense and really good at operating in the pick and roll.
Fox with it. Brunson picks him up. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here's Barnes for three. Bridges with the board. New York with the ball. Here's Towns. Here's Brunson. Carries it down low. Brunson's got 7 points.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Castle misses.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
Here's New York. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now here's Barnes. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. The kick out to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Brunson outside. And he drives in. Yep, that one goes in there. Brunson's got 9.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Towns, no luck. Spurs trailed by 4. Pass to Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. 5 points in the game.
Well, all Fox needed was the ball because he was in a great spot for that possession.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside Robinson. Here's Bridges. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks. You know, Brent, De'Aaron Fox. I mean, how do you cover him?
Well, Kevin, the first thing I do is ask for help. I keep my other defenders aware that I'm not going to slow this guy down at any point. So try to get him to his offhand, which is his right hand, and then make sure that he's taking more shots and not being in transition, because that's where De'Aaron Fox is at his best.
And the basket by Castle.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
Pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. To stop the run. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wembanyama, a screen. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Glenn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Here's Fox. The offense coming free easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Spurs as they end the first quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Back to Hart. Pass to Robinson. Up again. Here's Anunoby. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Now, here's Vassell. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And that one's good, Barnes.
All kinds of ways Barnes can hurt you with the basketball. He's sneaky fast with that release.
Pass to Hart. Inside. Here's Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Shot clock at 5. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Knicks trailed by 15. Right side Towns. Poked away. Anunoby outside. And they get it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Towns with it. Now guarded by Fox. And here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Anunoby. New York, no good that time either.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by San Antonio.
Spurs lead 30-16.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 16. No good on that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
18. Out of bounds. San Antonio ball.
And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. A pass to Fox. Fires the 3.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
Wembanyama with it. Vassell wide open. Connects from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 17. Bridges with it. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Hart with it. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. And the dunk by Barnes.
No problem from Harrison Barnes. They're getting up and throwing it down.
Pass to Towns. Here's Hart. And the dunk by Towns.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
To the left side wing. A 3 from Wembanyama. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Spurs. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Time to get loud now, everyone, because it's time for a T-shirt toss.
Spurs leading by 17. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Now, here's Fox. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the inside. Outside for Robinson. New York moving it around. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Pass to Castle. Here's Bassey. Bangs home the trifecta. Bassey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And it's Vassell in the corner. A pass to Fox. Now Vassell. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Vassell. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Here's Towns. Outside for Robinson. Brunson outside. Towns in the corner. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. Spurs leading by 22. A pass to Fox. And here's Barnes for 3. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
24.
Nobody near Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 13.
Pretty reliable from that area on the floor, Harrison Barnes.
Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Hartenstein, no good. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. That one goes. Count it.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
To the wing, right side. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the shot goes down.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
The athletic swingman. I love whenever Tatum goes up with force off the drive.
Inside. Lets it fly. Here's Hartenstein. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second. From the line. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Down low. Hartenstein. Got it.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now here's Holiday. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Porzingis on the double team. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Boston ball.
Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Porzingis. White for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Celtics with the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Williams. Back to Holmgren. Shoots over White. And it's Holmgren missing.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Tie game in Boston. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
11. The Thunder. 11.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Outside White. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Dort, still without a bucket. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Outside Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Williams with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a missed layup.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's White. For three, Porzingis. Caruso grabs the board.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Tatum. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They trail by 1. Caruso. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, can make the difference.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Brown with it. Right side, Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Pass to Dort. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And that one's good. Holmgren. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Tatum inside. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
Caruso outside. Brown with the steal. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. Will it go? And Hartenstein slams it in.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Thunder trail by 4. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Hartenstein, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hartenstein's got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Cornet. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Holiday looking for an opening. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Knocks it loose. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Gilgeous-Alexander sprinting to the cup.
Yeah, when Shai goes all out, catching up to him is not an option, and he is gone.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. Outside White. Pass to Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Thunder trail by 4. To the inside, Hartenstein. And it's Cornet with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brown inside. Back to Cornet. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Another shot. Misses at the rim. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 4-point game. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Pass to Hartenstein. Over Holiday. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got 11 points. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
So both teams changing it up here. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Both teams will make substitutions. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Porzingis. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Pass to Hauser. The open shot, White. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And that one, good.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
The kick out to White. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Porzingis for three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Boston out in front, up by 4. And we're...
41.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Tatum with it. Holiday with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. Trailing by 4.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Porzingis on the double team. Pass to Hartenstein.
And what focus from Dort inside. Even while being fouled, he still puts a shot in the air.
First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City.
That free throw no good.
1 for 2.
He's off on the second. Celtics lead by 6. Pass to White. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And stolen by Williams.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Outside Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Caruso. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target at the rim. Celtics lead by 8. Here's Porzingis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look. And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Operating inside, Porzingis.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Outside Holiday. Back to White. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about